Okay, Miss Fajita. So, I know you're ex-military, and you, since 2019, have been experiencing the awakening. In my books, ET Frequency 1, 2, and 3, I really cover a lot of that. Even much of my vulnerable moments, not all of them, but some of it. And like I told you, I've been through this. I've seen children and adults go through this. It's never going to be easy. It's a roller coaster of extremely extraordinary, incredible moments to very stressful moments, just like when you were sharing with me on the live stream and you came to tears. I completely understand. I have received, very rarely, messages of angels saying, and I was never expecting it, and it was extremely stressful and uncomfortable for me. You know, very rarely do I receive messages of angels saying God and the heavens are disappointed in someone, and they do speak of very personal things that individual has done to others, including even like neglect in regards to certain things. And this is not one of those. So I don't want you to be stressing or worrying. You know, they've only said that about a few people in the paranormal field and just some individuals who have come to me, and we work through it together unless I didn't know the person. When you approached me and you said you heard the angels say that you were going to help me with the prophecy, I was curious about that. And we got into a deeper conversation, and, you know, that's when the tears, you know, came, which is completely normal, and then all of the other things that you've been going through. You were correct about that, about the prophecy messages you received. One of the other messages that you get in here, they talk about how you are a prophet, how you are going to be fighting the darkness, just as they tell me. And I remember when I was where you are, because a lot of people woke up in 2019. I had been doing this a lot longer. But it got really stressful for me in like 2017. You know, I remember, and it is on my YouTube channel, somewhere in the mix of everything, if you ever binge watch it. I remember completely breaking down. And this was in 2018. And I was just like crying. I couldn't take any of this anymore. And I turned the recorders on because I saw the angels. And I was like, I don't know what you want from me, God. And they said, you are feeling the test of God. So they do bring that up to you. And what you have been through, the trials and things like that. Let's see. What else did they say? Okay, yep. So another thing they brought up is a part of your destiny is to hone and dive deep into shamanic practices. Now, I have helped other individuals do this before, and after we did exorcisms on their properties, one in particular gentleman, he had a brother who everyone thought had schizophrenia, but we were able to deal with the situation. There were kids involved. I still have some footage from it, but I promised I would never show that publicly. I would only show it privately. So that's something we can go over at some point. So another point I want to make. So when we were talking earlier this morning on the live, I told you that you are in the learning process. I was trying to explain every little thing that you're going through. Remember, I have been through all of this. I am a master at this stuff with very few things that I haven't mastered yet. And remember, respect is a very big deal in the light. So they see everything up there. Everyone who is awful to us. Remember when I told you, they said, God said that the people will be shameful and regret how they treated all of his light workers. And it will come and it is guaranteed by the God. And so you should never be afraid to speak the truth. You should always tell the truth in all this, what you're experiencing, even if it sounds crazy, okay? But do it at your own comfort level. So they do say that you are learning the Holy Spirit. They used to tell me that all the time when I would fall apart, when my frequencies were up and down, when I'd kind of get a little, blue, from going from very high frequencies and heavenly frequencies back down to reality. So I do notice that you're experiencing that as well, and I'm really glad that they brought that up, that you are learning the Holy Spirit. This is going to be a very in-depth learning process for the rest of your life, or at least until the day comes that we're supposed to do what we're supposed to do. And they told me and Debbie Moffat to wait for God's commandment for that day. Now, another thing they said is gift balance in a place where you relax. So you're not balancing enough. And this has been a very common factor with a lot of my cases, clients, friends, healers, light workers, doctors, many people, is that they are not taking time for themselves. Self-love, quiet, peaceful, relaxing space. Whether it's in nature, or you're just sitting in a body of water, or you're taking a walk, whatever it is that you like to do. Even sometimes painting. It depends. It depends on the person. So they told you they want you to find more balance, because you are lacking that. What else they say here? Okay, so they did say, they told me that you are a prophet, okay? They're speaking to you in this message, because I told them, this is how it works, that you're a prophet, a very important one, and I believe a part of the 144,000 like us. And, that's when they brought up that they said you were reborn through light, through the awakening. That happened to me. It's happened to many others. They said you were born again. I don't hear them say that too often. So, this really explains a lot of the things that you were expressing, exhibiting, and feeling this morning. And they did say, they said to you, you will fight the dark with apostles. And that's something they tell me all the time too. So the apostles are the 12 apostles. Jesus and all of them up there. Yeah, the biblical people. Let's see. Okay, so right here. So another thing I was explaining to you this morning was how they're guiding you, and you're picking up on this, and how I explain this to everyone. They channel without realizing it. And we just wake up one day, or we're walking around one day, and we just know all of a sudden we have to go do this or that. It could be specific, or we just know that we have to figure something out, or we have to do something, or find something or someone. And it just falls in our lap. It's alignment. They call this alignment. They said, we will guide your light, and that you have a gift, and the gift is holy light. And they said that you have had many trials, and you've conquered a lot, and you've been through a lot, and that I could tell they're very, very proud, and you've basically proven yourself, so you're worthy. It's a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and stop talking now, and I want you to reach out to me after you watch this at any point. Take a few days, take a week or two, a month, however long it takes to process this. I know this is going to help you a lot. And then we will reconvene and discuss more together, in private. Blessings. Okay, Miss Fajita, love the story about your nickname. And I wanted to tell you while we were on the live stream, when you were getting vortex about me, the angels have always referred to me as a vortex and a nexus. It's a lot to explain. I really just wanted to give you a chance to continue channeling in that moment because, you were experiencing a lot. I understand. So this is for you. Angels, protector, and the aid, the heavens, Jesus, Mary, God. What messages do you have for Miss Fajita? Okay. What messages do you have for Miss Fajita?